Snow Place stamp set by Stampin' Up. It's photopolymer, which is great. And one thing unusual about this stamp set that it's the only one that I've seen by Stampin' Up that has a die cut to every single little teeny image in there, which is great because I'm really lazy and I don't like to cut things out. So what I did was, I mean, you guys see everybody's stamps, so I'm not going to do it. I just went ahead and stamped out all the images using Pear Pizzazz, Real Red, a Night of Navy, with a little bit of soft sky in there. And we're going to build a scene card. And we will also be using these Sleigh Ride edgelet dies to go ahead and build it up. But in the meantime, before we start putting the card together, you know you have to do all the die cutting first. And I love using this matte finish Scotch removable tape. It is super, it's the lowest tax stuff I've ever seen, which is really cool. So since there's about 100 things I have to die cut out, you know, I'm not going to make you suffer. I do that enough in videos. Even though I had the magnetic platform, I still like to just put some tape over it, just in case, because I'm going to be running through several pieces of paper at one time. When I'm die cutting out this many images, what I like to do is go ahead and grab the extended platform, because I can fit more on there. So when you just start going crazy like I did, because you're not quite sure what color you want where, but you know what you want to do with your card, just stamp a bunch of images out and then die cut them out. And you have them all for another card. There's even one in the ice cream cone too, which I probably should stamp. I mean, it's wow. See, I didn't stamp the buttons. Okay, I'll be die cutting those out as well. Everything that has a die cut on here that if I didn't stamp it, I'm going to stamp it and die cut it out. So as you can see, I'm kind of going back and forth here with sheets a little bit. I'll probably cut this one down just because it's so big. But when you use your extended platform, you can cut twice as much out. Stamped and die cut out in front of me, and I don't want to die cut again for a very long time. What I want to do now is go ahead and build my snowbanks. And again, I'm using those Sleigh Ride dies. I have a couple 3x4 inch pieces of glimmer cardstock here, and I really want to figure out what I want where. If anything, I'm going to put them up towards the top because it's going to cut like that anyway, and I can always trim the bottom off to get it exactly like I want. But it's just a matter of figuring out, do I want, you know, which do I want? I don't want to do all three because that's definite overkill. But I think the trees and the sleigh ride would be pretty nice since it's kind of, you know, outdoorsy. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Big Shot and just get these up here. Nothing like having brand new cutting plates and then cutting into them. Again, I'm going to push them towards the edge. A girl's got to have fun with the cutting plates sometimes and get all those cute colors out there. Did I say I was going to do a voiceover? Oh, it was through all that die cutting and everything, but I thought, no, no, no. So this is what they look like from the back, and if it doesn't go all the way through, it's easy enough to line up again. Just be careful as you're getting them out. now that I have these cut out, I'm going to put them on my cardstock. I recommend you use that special plate that we have for those die cuts. I didn't think that they were as intricate as they are when you're punching everything out, but they are. Right now I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock and the Season of Cheer Designer Series paper. Again, I use blueprints 1 and 2 to cut these down. And I'm just going down by an 1/8 of an inch increment from an A2 size card. This Whisper White is going to go on top of a piece of Soft Sky. So I'm going to get this on there. And the snowflake paper is great. It has kind of an ombre effect. And I wanted this at the top for a reason, because we're going to be covering this up. So I have a pretty tall snowman here, and I don't want his head up in the clouds too much. So this is where you just kind of mess around a little bit, see what goes where. Now that that's done, and it's going to look like this on our card, but I'm going to have some dimensions so you can see. Before we get everything put together, I do have a few snowmen that I need to color, so I wanted to bring them in. I just have a pumpkin pie marker here. And I am just going to get their nose done. I have like a little hangy thing at the bottom of this marker too. It's going to show up on my snowman. Okay, nothing like wiping it off on your hands while you're working with white paper. Now I'm paranoid to touch. And I'm not going to use all these, but just in case I mess up, they're good to have. And again, you can always use them for other projects too. Do not want to forget this little guy's feet. I didn't do any fancy blending or anything like that because I just didn't. So let's go ahead and start getting this put together. I'm going to go ahead and put down just some snow on this piece of paper, but I'm doing it part of the way down. So I have some room to tuck in some of my snow animals there. A snail on the back of glimmer paper does not stay adhered very well, but it's okay, it's going to stay. And with these little trees, I can just sneak in under a little tombow or something like that. So I'm going to lay this on top and then just kind of start figuring out where I want to put my snowmen. I don't think I'm going to put the penguin in there because I want to dress up my snow guys. Yes, we can have like a mommy and 2 babies and dress them up. That'd be cute. That works. But the next thing I want to do is to give these guys a little bit of color. So I'm just going to grab some Soft Sky ink by Stampin' It, squish it, break my little lid while I'm at it, grab a blender pen because And that's what it looks like. And I just want this watered down. And I'm just going to go around right where the lines are on all three of them until I really can't see the blue. Then I'll go ahead and load up again. But I want to keep this light. So I'm going to do that to all three of my snowmen. Okay, my snowmen and snow kids turned out exactly how I wanted them to. They just had that nice blue hue all the way around them. So I'm just going to add a little bit of snail, a lot, to the back. And sneak this guy. Wait a second, do I want him snuck down here? Yes, I did. He is too big otherwise. Okay. There he goes. I already went ahead and put some foam tape on the back of this, and again it's right in the middle. For dimension, and so I can sneak my little snow children under there. One I want under, and then the other one I want on, kind of sitting on top like that a little bit. But first of all, let's decorate this guy up. And I have just a ton of colors I can put on. So I have this little scarf here. And I'm just sticking some snail on. And building up my little scene. It's going to be so cute. Okay, since this is the mama snow woman, you don't want to, being too matchy-matchy. So I'm going to go ahead and put a hat on top. Oh, totally forgot about these super cool little candy canes. Let's see if we can squeeze one down around here somewhere. I use my pokey tool for an awful lot of things to pull stuff up if I run into a problem, but it's rare I show my spatula on screen, but like this is the mother of all card savers. It really is. Because it allowed me to lift up all of that without tearing anything. And sneak this candy cane down there. So she looks like she's a true patriarch now. Okay, let's go ahead and get some arms on Mom here. So again, I'm just popping snail on everything. And I don't know if Snowman's arms come out or underneath. Well, I'm going to do underneath just because I'm a neurotic card maker. And that is how we roll. Now, there's two I didn't know this till I was die cutting. There's two sizes of dies in here, which is great. And I don't mind that hanging over at all. And here's the baby one there, what that looks like. So now it's time to go ahead and add our little kid snowmen. So I'll go ahead and put this little guy. You know what? He looks awfully cute there. So he's just going to get snailed right down the middle too, so I don't have to pick him up, sneak his arms under or anything like that. And I don't want to do a ton of adhesive. You never know what you might have to do. So that guy's going to stand real close to Mom because he loves his mom. He's a good snow boy. So we'll make this one a boy and we'll give him a tie. I was going to say I shouldn't have put that hat on Mom, but I'm glad I did. Well, no, I really should have put the Santa Claus hat on Mom. I did end up doing with this fella here was I pulled him back up and I put some foam tape under him. I had to for dimension. I knew it just did not look right. Last snow person. She's going to go. She's going to go right about here. So I'll put Snail down there at the bottom of her. And then just cut some foam tape for the rest of her. And remember, I also have to put her arms on. And my craft mat's just a gooey, sticky disaster. So we'll get these behind her. And what I did with the other one, just to make sure that those arms stay on, just cut a little piece of tape to put it over that. I don't know about you, but I don't like giving away cards and then have them fall apart on my recipient. And I'm pretty sure that's why I do a lot of adhesive and stuff like that, just because I don't want my stuff falling apart. Hi, I forgot to turn on my camera doing the rest of this card and I could just holler. Oh, this always happens to me. Okay, you can see how I arranged everything. What I did at the end was I got some Stampin' Up! Snowflakes, these right here, and I did 5 of them and put the smallest jewel on top. I decided to go ahead and add another layer of a snowbank, so I grabbed the snow layer with the houses that was on in Papercraft Crew Video, and I went ahead and got a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. I used my embossing buddy on it, and then I used some Versamark Dazzle Frost ink, stamped it, Meet Bella, and used some silver embossing powder. And here's that snowflake again for a better view. In the spring catalog, Stampin' Up! Is going to be carrying the Wink Stella pen, so I didn't hesitate to use it. Just be careful with red because it does react with water. And I changed the Santa hat to the mom for obvious reasons, and then just added a little bit up here. But I wanted to tie in this darker ombre look with this down here. There's no foam tape on the sentiment. There is a layer of foam tape underneath there. So I have a snowman on each level. Again, thank you so much for stopping by to visit me today. I hope that you give me a thumbs up and leave a nice comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can check me out at my blog at cindybdesigns.com. Sign up for my newsletter and other specials going on. I have a Pinterest I'm not very good about keeping up with, Twitter, and a Facebook fan page. So you can check any of them out. They're all on my blog. If you have any questions about this card or anything like that, go ahead and shoot me off an email. I have a Stamp of the Month Kit Club and product shares, so give those a check. The Christmas ones, since we're all in the throes of Christmas cards right now, they're going to go very, very fast, so get yours while you can. So besides all of that, thank you so much today for stopping by to check out my card. I hope that you do like it, and if I didn't say so before, this is a soft sky card base. I can't believe that happened to me. It happens all the time, and I pre-cut like 100 dies just to be prepared. So again, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you the next video. Take care and God bless you. Bye.